I'm trying to get my outfit together. All like souls on this earth put here in these physical bodies.
People pick up lots of new hobbies in quarantine. Some people learn to knit, paint, bake. But tonight we'll be focusing on two comedians who decided to pick up podcasting. And it gets worse.
My name is Drew Myers.
The comedy duo was known for asking the thought-provoking questions, but now they're known for provoking anger and outrage. The Quarantine Podcast was gearing up for its second season after Netflix announced that they would begin streaming the show starting in January. But Netflix canceled the release after racist and homophobic episodes resurfaced on the internet. The staff is also under fire for being accused of a toxic work environment. Chet Hamilton and Drew Myers, two unemployed virgins who had the world at their fingertips. That is, until an anonymous Twitter user under the username Coffee Time released a series of incriminating videos. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey Chad, I'm probably gonna grab some Chinese food later if you're down. Let me know. Chinese food.
And it didn't stop there.
Sounds good.
Coming up next, we got the inside scoop from Netflix's own CEO.
There's been an investigation. We're moving forward with an investigation, and Netflix is doing everything they possibly can, all right?
Earlier this week, I had the privilege of speaking to a former Quarantine Podcast employee who's spoken out against the show. For his safety, he has requested to remain anonymous. So, you were an intern for the Quarantine Podcast.
Right, I was an intern at the Quarantine Podcast.
Allow me to finish the question, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was an intern for the Quarantine Podcast, who recently filed a lawsuit against the co-creators for harassment in the workplace.
In one word, I'd say they were toxic. They were bad people, Kate. In episode 8, I believe, is when Chet shot me in the shoulder with a revolver. He fractured my shoulder. I spent 3 days in the hospital. But Kate, I'll tell you what was worse was they broke my heart.
With all that in mind, coming forward today with these allegations, do you feel that you may be perceived as a snitch?
What? No, what?
You're a pussy.
I don't know why you'd even say, no, he shot me.
Well, Dave, I mean, when you come forward with something...
You just said my name. You said I'm supposed to be anonymous, remember?
Oh, I'm so sorry. We'll cut it.
I just saw you. Tell him that
We're gonna cut it. Dave, you have my word.
I just saw that too.
Very brave from our anonymous hero. Thank you, Dave.
I was finally able to meet with the co-creators in person to hear their side of the polarizing controversy.
Water, please.
Oh yeah, me too. Limes in it, please.
So, you guys, I guess, are known for asking the thought-provoking questions when you're on camera, but today it's my turn. But before we begin, I want to give you guys the opportunity to address the public directly.
Right, and here's the deal. Look, we have to be accountable for our actions, okay? If you go back 5-6 years, you're gonna find things that don't work in 2020. It's different comedy, you know? And I do have to say that the vast majority of the offensive, racist, ageist, homophobic things that were said were spearheaded by my co-creator, Chet. We always say this thing, it's so funny. I like to focus on the comedy. I like to focus on making things funny, while Chet, he focuses more on just being offensive at all cost.
That's really funny, you know? You're saying that it was all me, not you at all. Well, what do you say when I show you a clip of something that you said in the Quarantine Podcast? That's right. Hey, Jared, roll the tapes.
Go right. Come on, don't be one of those people. Don't be one of those people.
That was your idea.
My idea.
Yes,
it
it
has
was.
Drew
You know.
written.
Well, what my understanding of it is that, Drew, you recruit an unpaid intern. You then refuse to follow COVID-19 protocols in the office. Chet, you shoot him in the arm. And then you both fire him at the height of a global recession. How do you justify that?
I knew I was going to get this. And, you know, I'm not a perfect person. You know, I mean, these are things that I've addressed before, and they're kind of behind me. You know, I'm moving forward with my life, and I'm including everybody in that. It's a big hug for America. And I think that when you take Latinos, you know, Chinese, Asians, it's a lot of love. So I think I've covered that.
Well, I actually have something that might counter kind of what he was talking about. I do have a clip. Do you mind if could we, okay. Take a look at this and see if you agree.
I hope you're ready for some ice cold Baruski.
Oh, nice. Muchacho.
Let's go. How many ideas?
So, what were you saying about affirmative action?
Think about what I need. I know it's COVID, and I think we should get away like
Okay,
Airbnb in
and that's
Arkansas.
fine.
Like, what's
we
wrong
can
with
go
that?
to Arkansas. I just like to go to
One
the
day
valley
drive.
sometimes too, because I like the city life.
How in a year like 2020 can you continue to push the boundaries of comedy?
Like, I'll bring the tree. I have a Christmas tree.
It's not about the tree.
They might already have.
Well, I think what people really want to know is what really goes on in a quarantine podcast show.
Sweetheart. We have a clip of this. I've been trying to play it, and you've been trying not to let us, but we have a clip of the writer's room, exactly what you're talking about. We're literally more prepared than she is.
There's nothing going on.
It's
like
literally
between those
she
eyes.
just has like a
Well,
script.
let's pivot back to what we were discussing.
Like, you just
about,
ask me these stupid questions.
She's so cute when she's nervous, you know.
She is. We have a clip that we're going to play for you guys that kind of gives you a glimpse of what the writer room's like for the quarantine podcast.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Do you want to be like what do you want to do for real? Like, because I think you got to be like serious.
Yeah. What's the end goal for this?
Like, this isn't just, you know, Sex in the City with the girls, you know, job. You know, it's like, what do you want?
Welcome back to The Facts with Chet and Drew. Today's top story, Kate Salkowitz.
A bitch?
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Begary.